Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to today's reading. I am just setting things up. This is very interesting, Sagittarius. These are a lot of the same cards that I've gotten from, I can't remember whose reading it was yesterday. I do believe it might have been Leo. So if you've got some Leo in your chart or you're dealing with a Leo, you might want to watch that video as well. I feel like there's something that you've been working on, some sort of project that you've been working on with other people. There are people around that are helping. This top row really speaks to that. Typically, when I see the Five of Scrolls in this deck, this is somebody who is a mature, generally a woman, who is helping you discover something, okay? They're teaching you something. This is someone who is going to be very well read. There's somebody who is a professional. There's someone that's going to teach you something. Their energy is one of very like calm and organized and kind of helping you cut through anything that's been puzzling you. This continues on here with the Hilarion card. And this really just speaks to you gaining knowledge from the people before you, okay? Generations before you, not just, one individual person, but generations of people. I don't know if you're reading something in particular about your family history, or if this is more just about the knowledge that people have imparted throughout the years in general texts and that sort of thing. You're taking this back and working, like I said, on a project with other people. I feel like there's a lot of planning going on. There's a lot of put your nose to the grindstone sort of thing. There is some element of secrecy in this. This is something where this isn't, really public work. Or whatever you're working on is somewhat, I don't want to say secretive, but it's being guarded. That's for sure. There is one person kind of spearheading this project that's a little bit older. And then they've got people under them. So I don't know if this is like an internship or something. But it looks like, it looks like you honestly is the person that is kind of the leader in this situation. And you've got people helping you. Burning the midnight oil is just what I heard here. So it seems like some of this relates to something that you've been through, where again, you're taking your plans forward. You've worked really hard on this, and now you're just waiting. I don't know if it's something like, if this is career related, it's how it really feels to me. That you're waiting for kind of a verdict to be rendered. So I don't know if you've been busy behind the scenes putting ideas together, and now it's time to wait for a response if you've submitted it to, an employer or whatever body that you would, present something to, and wait for them to come back and say like, yes, no, great idea, not so much, not what we're really looking for. Because right next to it, we see the War of Roses here. And so again, this is really presenting an idea and almost like contract negotiations, if you will, is kind of the sense that I'm getting here, because it is quite formal and it involves groups of people on both sides. Okay, this isn't just a one-to-one thing. I feel like in some sense you felt like you weren't as prepared as you wanted to be. I think there is a part of you that feels a little upside down about this right now. You might be feeling a bit anxious about it. I do believe a verdict will be coming soon for you with respect to when this is going to come through, and if this, bid will have been successful. It's asking you to have faith is what I'm getting here, because right now I don't think you're exactly feeling it. Down below here, we have the Six of Forces, the waterfall. So I think that this really reinforces to me that you've given it all. You've really put your heart and soul into this project. And this really does, again, speak more to feeling as though this is out of your hands and it's a bit out of control. There's this sense of, there's very powerful things coming together here, but it feels a little bit I just heard helter skelter. That's terrible, but it just feels a little bit. Um, again, the only thing I can think of is, beyond your control. Okay, but it is extremely powerful. I think spirit's wanting to confirm to you that whatever ideas that you've been working on, whatever project you might have been working on, it is incredibly powerful, and it will bring. Um, I can't hear the word. I want to say success, but that's really kind of minimizing what this whole thing is about. But it's will be like it will be incredibly successful. Let's just put it that way, okay? But I think you're kind of stuck in this transitionary time where you're not entirely sure about this. Um, where I've kind of got this again secrecy, or this is being kind of guarded a bit here, this idea, this project, whatever it is that you were working on. I feel like this is soon going to be revealed to people. Okay, you can see here in the Ark of Covenant that this was initially guarded. This is an idea that some people knew about, not everybody though. There was a very select few people that knew about this. I really feel though that this coming out of this soon, and this project will be revealed. It will come to fruition. So I think I'm just hearing right now, like, spirit's just asking you for patience in this, and I think you know that. I think sometimes your mind just gets the best of you though, and it feels a little out of your control, a little out of hand. Getting caught in the roots, add summon Archangel Michael. Yeah, I think for some time you've kind of been feeling like you've been stuck in a situation that you wanted out of. I kind of get the sense that this project or this idea is something that's going to set you free. I think this is something that you've been thinking about for a long time. Certainly something that has made you feel a little bit mischievous. Um, I don't know if you're the type of person that believes in guardian angels and spirits from beyond and that sort of thing. But if you do, they're just saying here, they're confirming that they've been with you throughout this whole process, that you're going to be coming out of this feeling like you're kind of stuck. It could also be that while you've been working on this financially, there could have been some hardships. This is something that, you may not have been living as comfortably as you wanted to while you work on this project. But it's asking you to have faith, and to really remain on that heart focused passion that you have for this project, and even to pray, um, to Archangel Michael, right, who's the guardian of these things. And it really just speaks, again, both of these cards speak to that passion, okay, where before you may have lost that passion, there might have been some financial hardships and stuff to get to this point. There are good things to come from this. Um, let's just get some clarifiers on this here. Just going to use an oracle deck and see what advice that spirit has for you with respect to this project. I don't get the sense that you have heard anything yet. If you're watching this video, I think you're currently in the process of waiting to hear about it. I just keep hearing that you can expect good news, okay? So stop fretting and start trusting, okay? Fire magic. Yeah, so that speaks to more of that passion, okay? That speaks to letting that passion come through, and really playing around with that, which I think is what you've been doing. It's what you've been good at. It feels very controlled. It feels like whatever you're doing, you do feel confident within it, and you are trusting that this project is going to go forward. It really feels like, again, it's reinforcing that you've kind of started with, like, the metaphor they're using here is this big fire. Okay, so you've built this big fire, you've got it, but what you've been able to do is craft something from that idea. Okay, so some are very broad and general idea, kind of like what we're seeing here. Okay, and you've been able to craft that into something more specific. You see how she's got that there. And again, we're seeing the color red in here and fire, that passion that you guys have, Sagittarius, of course, being a fire sign. The sun and stars, I think, really does speak to what we're seeing right next to it here. So, affirmation for positive change. Okay. So, again, I think this is Spirit's way of saying that this idea, whatever this is, this project that you've been working on, is going to bring um, forward, your greatest desires. It's going to be like a wish come true. And again, you can see in here that she's manifested this, okay, through hard work, through visionary means, that sort of thing. And she's looking forward, as is this person, for positive things ahead, okay? The energy in these cards are beautiful. There's somewhat kind of a mystical, magical feel to it. And then you've got this clarity. So hang in there. There is good news coming soon, it looks like. Your dreams will come true. Your hard work will have paid off. I just heard the sky is the limit from here. Okay. I'm just being drawn to this dress here. I kind of feel like potentially, I don't know if this is marketing, going to people and trying to sell this idea or trying to market yourself. This could relate to even just employment, right? Um, but it seems like you're hanging that up. Okay, you're hanging up all those formalities, and now because this has come into success, into fruition, you're able to venture out and do what it is that you really love doing. Okay, kind of getting down to the nitty gritty now. That formal, boring stuff is kind of over, and now you get to adventure and carry on. Yeah, listening to wisdom. Again, another call for you to trust your intuition and don't doubt that. Okay. We're going to finish off with a message from a yogic path deck. Beautiful messages in here. I actually don't read intuitively from this card. This is something where I read straight from the author's book because I believe her messages are incredibly clear. They're succinct, and up until this point, I actually, with the exception of the reading that I deleted of yours yesterday, it had the messages always resonate with the messages that I've received during the reading. So pretty darn accurate. Let's see what the yogic path has to tell you today for the final message. I'm trying to keep these under 20 minutes long, just so you can get on with your day. Okay. Parvati. Interesting. I got this one yesterday as well. So Parvati is the goddess of devotion, love, and yoga. You pull upon Parvati when you've taken immense action toward becoming your highest self. In Hindu mythology, Parvati was in love with unattainable Shiva, who was deep in the mountains practicing yoga and detached from the material world. She knew he needed the feminine to bring him down to earth, but he was totally inaccessible. Instead of begging and pleading, Parvati decided to become her highest self and seek enlightenment through yoga. Her family objected, saying women cannot become yogis, but she headed to the mountains anyway, where she stood in a frigid stream balancing on one leg for unaccountable months or years. Eventually, Shiva felt her immense energy and fell in love with her because of her strength and determination. Parvati represents commitment to practice, unbreakable willpower, and the power of self-transformation to continue your journey toward enlightenment. I really think that last line is in keeping with what the message has been coming through here, is to just have faith in your idea, to carry forward that strong will that you all have, Sagittarius, and that self-transformation, okay, going after your dreams, manifesting things. You are a powerful being, and your hard work is about to really pay off. I hope you enjoyed this reading today, Sagittarius. Please give it a like and subscribe if you have found it helpful, if it resonated at all, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.